Organizational learning and learning agility of individuals are going to be the two most important levers of future growth and performance. Traditionally, and more so now, the return on investment on learning initiatives is the lowest amongst all corporate initiatives. What is fundamentally missing, and what is it that we need to do to ensure organizations are able to keep pace with the learning requirement? Now, if we go back and look at digital technologies, digital became truly intelligent and enriched when data sources and information from multiple sources start congregated together, and very intelligent AI-based algorithms could make sense of those pieces of information and create learning for the machines. We called it the neural networks in the context of technology, and it enabled deep learning of machines. It's important that when it comes to human learning, we start leveraging the neural networks of learning. So what are neural networks of learning? Essentially, neural network of learning is a diverse ecosystem which provides information, education, and opportunities to learn and understand for individuals from multiple sources in multiple modalities. While instructor-led trainings, online courses, reading of books remains the fundamental focus area for driving learning, there are 5 critical levers to create a holistic neural network of learning. The first one is organizational stories. Now, human beings are wired to understand, remember, and make sense of stories. And when these stories come from within the organization, it has a much more profound impact. Ironically, majority of the organizations out there do not have a structured way to understand, explore, and leverage stories for the purpose of learning. Most of the times, the stories remain confined within the group of people who have lived those stories. And when those people leave, unfortunately, that depth of knowledge is also lost. Today, there are structured and scientific ways available to assimilate organizational stories and use them as tools of learning. So first thing that you need to understand is how are you leveraging organizational stories to create your neural network of learning. Now, in the age of social networking, professional networks are evolving as the single largest source of learning and development of people. Most of the employees of an organization network within their professional domains outside of the organizational learning ecosystem, usually on platforms like LinkedIn or other social networking platforms. There is a very big case for organizations to leverage these professional networks to create a much more robust ecosystem for learning for their entire employee base. The third interesting aspect of learning that is evolving is around volunteering and taking up gig opportunities. We've always heard and known that people learn a lot by doing something. So when they are trying to pick up newer skills, if they can be given some opportunities to undertake gig opportunities where they can leverage their skills and often leverage their skills for financial incentives, that's a very profound way of invoking that new learning in the organization. Again, a lot of organizations are just waking up to the role that gig projects and volunteering plays in their learning ecosystem, but I think it's an important piece and organizations have to become more mindful about it. Talking about mindfulness, focus and mindfulness is the fourth important piece in creating a robust neural network of learning. Unfortunately, with the onslaught of technology and information that we are bombarded with, most of us have lost the art of focusing and remaining mindful about a particular topic. Organizations therefore need to invest in creating that skill and art of contemplative mindfulness and creating much more ways to focus for their employees. This again, I think, is lost somewhere in the maze of knowledge that is flowing all across us. Lastly, I think digital learning platforms today are playing the most important role in kind of building this entire network together. The best-in-class learning platforms today offer the capability to the organizations to be able to bring the entire neural network into palatable employee learning modules, and also make sure that whichever way, whichever employee learns, gets to learn.